Minority MPs are asking the Speaker to summon Interior Minister Ambrose Derry and the EC boss, Jean Mensah, to brief MPs on preparations ahead of the December 7 elections. The House is expected to adjourn indefinitely next week, Saturday, for the elections. MP for South Dai, Roxanne Dafiamekpo, who spoke on the floor, is also raising concerns that there may be too many bills the House had to deal with ahead of the elections.
And this we discussed at the leadership meeting this morning. Review of the global instructions as to distance between persons when seated or standing. For the time being, we want to let one seat in between every two members so that we sit in a way whereby it will be healthy for us. And also, we will be showing a good example to our countrymen and women because of our stature as members of this. Meanwhile, as the majority leader suggested the other day, we are in the process of making all relevant arrangements if we can relocate temporarily to the conference center, of course with the permission of the executive, and carry on for our business there. And maybe these things will make people realize that Parliament really is in need of a more spacious place to do the business that we are created to do. So in future, all these things will be considered.
Parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo joins us for more on this. So Joseph, how has the Speaker been responding to this request by the minority? Hello, Joseph, if you can hear me, what has been the response to the minority's request?
So there's been a comment on that from the majority leader, Jean Mensah, who indicates that the request for the Interior Minister to come brief MPs is in order, and that there had already been a conversation about this at the level of the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, with various political parties being present and also some MPs being present. And in some of those conversations, the necessary details on adequate security during the election were given. But if the minority MPs want the General House to be briefed, they would go ahead and try to make the necessary preparations to allow for that. On the bit about the Electoral Commissioner, Jean Mensah, as well, possibly appearing, the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs says, again, that's also very much in order. But he went on to say that the Electoral Commission has a very busy schedule going into the next election. And so his office will be conferring with the Office of the Electoral Commissioner whether she will be available to come provide this additional briefing that the minority MPs are asking for. There are a number of bills on the agenda, which is how come the leaders in Parliament are raising the concern about the volume of work that needs to be done and the fact that repeatedly there are only a few MPs showing up to come get the necessary business done because a lot of them are back in their constituencies contesting. But again, the majority leader make the point that he had previously advised that political parties should rework their internal contest so that we don't have the situation where a lot more of the veterans are leaving Parliament, and so that there is enough protection for sitting MPs going into upcoming elections, which is things that if other political parties relook at, then there will be adequate space for MPs to have time to do business in the House, even approaching various elections.
All right, many thanks, Parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo with that update.